Hello, fellow nature enthusiasts, and welcome back to Striking Chameleon. Today, we have something truly exciting in store for you. We're diving into the fascinating world of tortoises, those slow-moving but incredibly captivating creatures. We've compiled the top 10 captivating tortoise facts that will surely leave you shell-shocked. Tortoises aren't just limited to one corner of the globe. Oh no, they're globetrotters exploring diverse environments and regions all over the world. From arid deserts to lush forests, they've staked their claim in a wide array of habitats. However, there are two places they've yet to conquer: Australasia and Antarctica. Everywhere else, you'll find these extraordinary beings reminding us of the marvels of the natural world. Whether you're on a quest to discover ancient myths or witness the incredible diversity of our planet's wildlife, tortoises are captivating creatures to keep an eye out for. They're more than just turtles. They're living legends, enchanting us with their size, strength, and their timeless tales. So, let's not waste any time and jump right in. Fact number 1. Tortoises are quite intelligent. People often think of tortoises and other reptiles as rather stupid. In reality, tortoises are much more intelligent than we think. Scientists have tested the intelligence of tortoises by placing them in mazes with the goal of finding food at the end. In one study, a tortoise navigated a maze, and its performance was compared to a laboratory rat. Not only did the tortoise find the food more effectively than the rat, but it also excelled at not revisiting the same area twice. Fact number 2. Weather determines a tortoise's gender and shell color. One of the most unusual tortoise facts is that weather plays an important role in determining the life a tortoise will have. First of all, the weather actually determines a tortoise's gender. When a tortoise is in its egg, its gender is not yet set. The type can then influence whether the tortoise will be born male or female. If the weather is cold, the egg is more likely to turn out male. Alternatively, if the weather is warm, the egg is more likely to come out female. Fact number 3. Tortoises have existed for millions of years. Not only can tortoises live for a long time, but they've also been around for quite a while. The earliest turtles date back nearly 300 million years. While modern turtles have no teeth, their prehistoric ancestors did, although many also lacked a shell. During this time, different species began to adapt to different habitats, with some moving onto land and others staying in the sea. Fact number 4. Tortoises smell using their throats. We typically think of smell as being associated with the nose, and for many animals, this is the case. However, some animals possess another organ that can help them detect smells. Known as the vomeronasal organ, or Jacobson's organ, this organ is found in soft tissue in the nasal cavity located on the roof of the mouth of certain animals. You can find the organ in all snakes and lizards, along with numerous other reptiles, amphibians, and a few mammals. Tortoises also possess a vomeronasal organ. They cycle air through the nose and into the mouth in order to stimulate their sense of smell. Fact number 5. Tortoises are exceptionally long-lived. Overall, tortoises just do things slower than most other animals. They have an extended reproduction cycle and don't reach sexual maturity for years. Additionally, they have slow metabolisms, tough shells to protect themselves, and tend to live in more isolated environments. It's therefore no surprise that tortoises can live for a few hundred years. One tortoise named Jonathan recently became the oldest living animal on Earth. Fact number 6. A group of tortoises is known as a creep. The term for a group of animals varies depending on the species. The collective noun that defines a particular group of animals can sometimes tell us a lot about those creatures. For example, a group of crocodiles is called a basque, which makes sense given their habit of lying in the sun. As for the tortoise, a group of tortoises is known as a creep. Given the fact that tortoises are infamously slow-footed, there's likely no better collective noun that could have been chosen. Fact number 7. Tortoises inspired the Roman military. The testudo is an iconic Roman shield wall formation that involved soldiers standing in a tight group with shields held in front and on top. Roman soldiers used the testudo as a defensive maneuver to reduce casualties from missile fire. In terms of appearance, the testudo resembles the shell of a tortoise. In fact, the Latin word testudo translates to tortoise in English. Fact number 8. Tortoises have an exoskeleton and an endoskeleton. Animals with an exoskeleton grow an external skeleton that supports and protects the body. Meanwhile, animals with an endoskeleton have an internal skeleton. Mammals, birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles mostly possess an endoskeleton, while invertebrates like insects, spiders, and crabs have exoskeletons. However, turtles represent one of the few animals that feature both. The skeleton of a tortoise contains both an endoskeleton, which contains its internal bones, and an exoskeleton, made up of the carapace and plastron. The carapace makes up the top part of the shell, while the bottom part is called the plastron. A bridge fuses these pieces together, effectively connecting the parts of the exoskeleton together. Fact number 9. Tortoises can't swim. Unlike aquatic turtles and terrapins, which adapted to live in water, tortoises adapted to live on land. As a result, while turtles and terrapins can both swim, tortoises cannot. Several adaptations explain why tortoises lack the ability to swim. While sea and freshwater turtles have flippers and terrapins have webbed feet, tortoises possess flat front feet and massive hind feet. They evolved short, strong legs to help them hold their giant shells and move around on land. Their strong legs and hard feet also help them dig burrows in the ground. Additionally, tortoises have heavy, bulky shells compared to the streamlined, aerodynamic shells of freshwater and seawater turtles. Tortoise shells simply aren't designed to glide through the water, and instead excel at providing protection on land. Fact number 10. Charles Darwin and Steve Irwin took care of the same tortoise. It might sound ridiculous, but you just read the statement above correctly. Harriet was a Galapagos tortoise collected by Charles Darwin during his 1835 expedition around the world aboard the Holmes Beagle. She spent several years in England until she was eventually moved to Australia, where she spent the rest of her days. For years, people thought she was male, as a tortoise's gender is extremely difficult to identify. Eventually, she found her way to the Australian Zoo, where she remained under the watchful care of Steve Irwin. Although we'll never know Harriet's exact age, researchers estimate she was born between 1825 and 1832. That means that at the time of her death on June 23, 2006, Harriet was around 175 years old, which makes her one of the oldest tortoises ever known. Well, there you have it, folks, our top 10 captivating tortoise facts that truly make them shell shockers in the world of wildlife. These remarkable reptiles have so much more to offer than meets the eye. If you found these facts as intriguing as I did, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Striking Chameleon for more amazing content, and share this video with your fellow nature enthusiasts. Thanks for joining us today, and until next time, keep exploring the wonderful world of nature.